pursued my bachelor's and master's degree from Guwahati University. Professionally, I'm currently working as a sales and marketing intern. So my ma ase, horu bhaiti ase, aru aita thake logot. I also enjoy traveling and exploring new places. So my name is Bonopriya Paul. I'm originally from Guwahati, Kamrup Metro, but due to my father's service in the Indian Air Force, I was born in Delhi and had the privilege of growing up in different cities where my educational foundation was laid. For my higher studies, I pursued my bachelor's and master's degree from Guwahati University in physics. And I was actively engaged in debate, anchoring, public speaking. I have anchored various cultural shows as well. Professionally, I'm currently working as a sales and marketing intern in an edtech company which specializes in civil services mentoring. And prior to that, I had worked as an operation associate in a debt recovery management firm which was based in Chandigarh. And outside of work, I'm passionate about dancing. I hold a Visharad certification in Kathak. I also enjoy traveling and exploring new places in my free time.
Dancing, na?
Yes, sir.
Dancing Kathak.
Yes, sir.
And
sir, traveling kori bhal pao jetia time pao horo trips.
Traveling kori bhal pao.
Yes.
At present you are? Ite kota sa etia ki kori asa?
Sir, etia mane etu part time work from home profile hoy.
Part time work.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sales and marketing in an coaching institute kind of for civil services.
You are MSc in physics.
Yes.
Ma'am,
etu 2018 ot korisu.
Tetiar pora eta kori asa no?
Sir, tetiar pora agote full time preparation korisu. Tapsot 2 বছৰ হোৱাৰ পিছত I simultaneously joined some work. মানে অলপ side by side preparation continue কৰিলো and কিবা কিবি join মানে কৰিলো to gain some experience.
MSc পঢ়াৰ পাছত আৰু অন্য ভাড়া তুমি PhD কৰা বা এনেকুৱা অন্য কলেজত পঢ়া এইবিলাক ট্ৰাই নাই কৰা?
Sir, নাই মানে মই decide কৰি লৈছিলো যে মানে civil service to কৰিম. That is my main.
কেতিয়া decide কৰিলা? এই নম্বৰ আছে না ফাৰ্ষ্ট টাইম?
Say to second হ'ব. Sir.
আৰু 2-3 বছৰ আগৰ পৰা তুমি চেষ্টা কৰিছা?
Sir, মানে আগতে UPSC দিছো দুটা মান attempt হয় sir. গুৱাহাটীতে দিছিলো sir, তাৰপিছত first time না হোৱা নাই যেতিয়া তেতিয়া দিল্লী গৈছিলো. Sir, anthropology optional লৈ দিছিলো কিন্তু মোৰ prelims clear হোৱা নাছিলে.
Anthropology to লৈছিলা optional ন?
Optional sir for UPSC.
For UPSC.
হয় sir. তাৰপিছত sir APSC এটো মোৰ second attempt হ'ব. যোৱাবাৰ মানে মেইনছ টু থাকি গৈছিলে ইন্টাৰভিউ কল পোৱা নাছিল। হয় sir, এতিয়া ৰিটায়াৰ হয়। হ'ল sir. Sir, কি সুধিছে sir?
Yes.
He retired as in non-commissioned position as sergeant. So,
family members?
So মোৰ মা আছে, সৰু ভাইটি আছে আৰু আইতা থাকে লগত। হয় sir, ককা নাই, আইতা থাকে। So Azra.
Born in Guwahati?
So no sir, I was born in Delhi. After my father's retirement, we came back here and settled.
Now you are settled at Azra.
Azra sir.
Father is here.
Father is also here. Sir,
what he is doing at present? After retirement, he is doing something?
So yes, after taking retirement, he had age for government jobs. So he again appeared for bank and he is serving as a bank peon right now. He's about to retire as bank peon as well next year.
Still he is in the bank.
Yes sir, yes sir. He'll retire next year.
Going to be retired this year?
Next year sir.
Next year?
Yes.
Okay, very good. মানে কি হল তোমার ড্যান্সিং টু কোলা আৰু ট্ৰেভেলিং কৰা? ট্ৰেভেলিং ক'ত কৰিছা তুমি?
সো ট্ৰেভেলিং মানে কৰি থাকো মানে সৰুৰ পৰা যেহেতু বেলেগ হেতু কৰিছো স্যাৰ। তাৰ বাহিৰে লাইক জাস্ট আফটাৰ লাইক প্ৰিলিমছ হোৱাৰ পিছত মই যেনেকৈ ছিকিম গৈছিলো, মেইনছ হোৱাৰ পিছত মই ঋষিকেশ হৰিদ্বাৰ ট্ৰিপত গৈছিলো। ঋষিকেশ এনেকৈ তাৰ আগত ছিকিম গৈছিলো, দেন স্যাৰ ৰাজস্থান ট্ৰিপ কৰিছো। আই বিন টু স্যাৰ জয়পুৰ এণ্ড উদয়পুৰ। দেন সাউথত স্যাৰ যেনেকৈ বিশাখাপট্টনম। মেঘালয়ৰ বেলেগ স্মল উইকেণ্ড থাকিলে মেঘালয়ৰ বেলেগ মানে ট্ৰেকিং কৰিবলৈ বা তেনেকৈ অফ বিট লোকেশ্যনছবিলাকত গৈ ভাল। সব ফ্ৰেণ্ড চাৰ্কল যেনেকৈ ছিকিম টু মা দেউতাৰ লগত গৈছিলোঁ, ফেমিলি ট্ৰিপ আছিলে। ঋষিকেশ হৰিদ্বাৰ টু ফ্ৰেণ্ডছৰ লগত আছিলে। তো তেনেকৈ বেলেগ গ্ৰুপ। সৰু ভাইটি আছে। চ' ছিকিমত স্যাৰ মাৰ্চত এক্সাম দিয়াৰ পিছত এপ্ৰিলৰ বিগিনিঙত ফালে গৈছিলোঁ। So first of all, the weather, it was very pleasant. Surprisingly, we got স্নোফল অলসো এপ্ৰিল মাহতো আমি স্নোফল পাইছিলোঁ তাতে নাথুলা পাছত বহুত ভাল এক্সপিৰিয়েঞ্চ হ'ল মানে তাতে একদম বৰ্ডাৰ টু চাইনা বৰ্ডাৰটো একদম মানে আমি হাতখনে দিব পাৰিছোঁ চাইনা বৰ্ডাৰ তেনেকুৱা এক্সপিৰিয়েঞ্চ আছিলে স্নোফল পাইছোঁ লাইভ তাতে ছাৰ এটা গণ্ডোলা ৰাইড ল'ব পাৰি which gives a panoramic view of the icy mountains. So Gangtokor পৰা sir kilometer wise ক'ব নোৱাৰিম but sir time sir jeep যায় তাৰ পৰা তো jeepত sir at least 3 hours মান লাগিছে sir sir pass ল'ব লাগে pass দিয়া পিছত because Nathula pass restricted area. So the topography the rock যেনেকৈ আমি ইয়াতে আমি যে mountains বিলাক বা ইয়াতে আমাৰ mountains আছে but that is different the the trees were different they were pine trees those were different and that roads were very rugged and very rough that is different from the roads that I have observed in Meghalaya. Sir so food tate sir momo thukpa maggi ebilak bhalke paয় but ami mane normal khanai khaisu Indian bhat hey but momos tare bhal hoy momo thukpa tate eta char dham ase sir religious vegetables sir lua nai but tate organic farming hoy
ete organic vegetable mane paisa na koka taste koribole
sir taste koribole tenike restaurant bilagot to sir mane tehote je serve korise ete organic hoy na hetu gom na pa sir
ete last visit organic to hoy ase
tate to sir organic hoy so probably sir organic to khaisu sake
dancing on ki kora kol eta badminton dia
sir kathakot মই বিশাৰত কৰিছো
competition done কৰিছে
sir competition তেনেকে নকৰো but like exam দি বিশাৰত কৰিছো এতিয়া ইমান টাইম নাপাও during my university life student life তেতিয়া বহুত cultural shows কৰিছো
তুমি এই সার্ভিসত কি হল প্ৰিফাৰেন্স দিছা
sir মোৰ ACS APS তাৰপিছত sir
APS কলেজ যাবা পুলিশ সার্ভিস
sir জামানে হৰ পৰা ইউনিফৰ্ম সাৰ্ভিসৰ প্ৰতি এটা ড্ৰন এটা
আলাদা নিদিয়ে তোমাক ACS আৰু APS দিলে
হয়
দুইটাতে দিলে নিদিয়ে বাৰু দিলে সাপোজ ঠিক তুমি কোন যাবা
so first preference to ACS hobo since wide range
তুমি কভার করা দেয় ড্রেস মানে দিটো
so many APS to হেই কাৰণে
তোমার হেভি আছে গতিকে তুমি পুলিশ সার্ভিসত যাব লাগিব
sir মানে পুলিশ
তুমি ডিসিশন তো কেনে করবা
so পুলিশ সার্ভিসত মোৰ ইচ্ছা আছে মানে মই ডিফেন্সত ট্ৰাই কৰিলো হয় but sir মোৰ ফিজিক্যাল ক্ৰাইটেৰিয়া মোৰ হাইটটো অলপ কম so I might find some difficulty কিন্তু হেতু এতিয়ালে মই শিওর নহয় মই পামনে নাই
কিমান ক্ৰাইটেৰিয়া নহয় তোমাৰ হাইটটো কিমান আছে সৰি ক্ষেত্ৰত হাইটটো
sir মোৰ যেনেকে ডিফেন্সৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত I missed the criteria by 2 centimeters কিন্তু APS ত মই তেনেকে গম নাপাও
ACS ত কি কাম কৰিব লাগিব
সে ACS ত যেনেকে law and order situation handle কৰিব লাগিব পাৰে after a certain point of time policy making like if I get promoted to the secretariat of different ministries তেতিয়া policy making কাম বিলাক কৰিব লগা হ'ব পাৰে law and order situation handle কৰিব লগা হ'ব পাৰে so যেতিয়া ইলেকশন হয় স্যাৰ ইলেকশন ডিউটি পৰে so varied
উন্নয়নমূলক আঁচনি লৈছে উন্নয়ন আফ্লিক প্ল্যান উন্নয়নৰ যিখিনি বিলো পভাৰ্টি লাইনৰ পৰা ওপৰলৈ আনিবৰ কাৰণে বহুত আঁচনি লৈছে
sir eta hobo sir nijut moina asuni eta hoise for women education to sponsor kori ase government and higher sir jote women education bilage mane ami primary education diu kintu we have seen that women which see a trend that higher education women and nolo iman so etu mane post graduation loike women ek support koribo right from higher secondary it will give financial assistance to women who want to pursue higher studies so that they may higher studies of women ok mane motivate koribo paru encourage koribo paru hetu karone government
main objection ki
education to mane prohei kora encourage kora women and to provide them with livelihood facilities to make them empower them yes sir hetu eta one of the criteria jodi mane child marriage hoy then hetu na pabo assistance to na pabo that is one of the criteria
the scheme is child marriage
just to stop child marriage
so tomar jodi mo godo ohomot tinita pradhan samasya ki
sir ohomot sir annual flood to sir every year pai asu flood issue to pai asu sir recently sir because of the developmental projects pollution to bahut bahi goise recent mane majote Assam Guwahati khon second polluted city hoi goisile So pollution would be one of the problems. Third, kobo gole sir, I think garbage management, যেনেকৈ water logging হৈ যায়, পানী হৈ যায়, বৰষুণ হ'লে drainage, poor drainage.
ACS executive, then if you employ, then what responsibility will take to reduce the pollution in Greater Guwahati?
Right, sir.
But at present, there are various development work is going on, like flyover.
Right, sir. Sir, there has to be a balance between development and environment. Like recently, the 𝘬𝘰𝘶𝘳𝘬𝑃 trees were asked to fell by the government, but the people protested against it. So likewise, we'll have to ensure that the greenery heart, some green hearts needs to be there in between the developmental projects. Secondly, sir, city development should be done in a smart way, the smart city way, proper drainage, the planning of cities, and whenever we give clearance for flat building and residential areas, we have to ensure that the criteria are being followed. Drainage system, we can also segregate the industrial areas from the residential areas to protect the people from
Drainage are available, but there is no public awareness.
So মানে encroachment হৈ আছে sir, যেনেকৈ দীপৰ বিল সাইডত মানে sir বহুত কেইটা ঠাইবিলাকক মাটি ভৰাই ফ্ল্যাট বনাই আছে, so সেইবিলাক ঠাইত পিছত গৈ মানে ফ্লাড হোৱাৰ চান্সটো বাঢ়ি যায়. So we'll have to ensure that these things are maintained. Then sir, আমি garbage management to landfill যেতিয়া আমি হেৰি কৰিম, তাতে আমি অলপ scientific যদি কিবা হেৰি কৰিব পাৰোঁ, and we should ensure that we segregate the garbage at the source only. যদি আমি promote কৰিব পাৰোঁ যে ঘৰতে যাতে মানুহে wet garbage, recyclable garbage যাতে আমি, like I've stayed in Delhi, মই সেইটো পাইছিলোঁ, তাতে municipality এইটো মানে must হয়, otherwise action will be taken. তো এইটো যদি আমি ইয়াতে কৰিব পাৰোঁ, তেতিয়াহ'লে আমাৰ garbage disposable মানে water bodies বিলাকত যে garbage পেলোৱা হয় সেইবিলাক নহ'ব, বহুতখিনি recycle হৈ যাব, pollutionটো কমিব. So smart ways, best practices আমি utilize করব পারো in our Assam also.
So you said you're a master's in physics.
Right, ma'am.
So recently the Nobel Prize was given.
Yes,
so
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Can you name the physicist?
Right, ma'am. It was
in physics, sir?
Right, ma'am. In physics, ma'am, Geoffrey Hinton and Hoffield, I'm forgetting his initial word, ma'am. Hoffield and Geoffrey, they have integrated physics and AI, machine learning with artificial intelligence network that will data bilagor eta pattern বিচাৰিবলৈ help কৰিব. So আমি specific characteristic decide কৰি specific material, specific fieldত তেনেকৈ মানে সেই material বিলাক develop কৰিবলৈ সহায় কৰিব. So this is a breakthrough invention, discovery.
So how do you think you will incorporate your learning of physics and dance in your civil services?
Okay. So ma'am, firstly, physics has taught me to be very analytical and gave me a problem solving ability. While we used to perform practicals, we had to take care of precision and had to focus on very minute details. So it makes me a detail-oriented and very analytical person. And sir, ma'am, while dancing is like a meditation. We had to be very focused because the tabla beat, the music, the footwork, all has to be in sync. So that is there. Then teamwork. We used to dance in group. The importance of teamwork is there. And dance also teaches perseverance and practice. That practice makes one perfect. So we had to practice a lot. So the practice, hardworking thing, be focused, analytical skill in physics. Because of physics, I'm technologically a little sound. I can use technology in civil services. So all these things will be reflected in my career as a civil servant, I believe so.
Okay. Can you define nano indentation?
Nano indentation, ma'am, I won't be aware exactly. I'll read about
Can
it.
you define tensile strength?
Yes, ma'am. Tensile strength of every material is different, and it shows the strength of a material where for different purposes, whether it is fit or not. This like iron has a different tensile strength. I'm forgetting the exact formula for that, but it tells us about the strength for different purposes, which material can be used for which purpose.
Okay.
That strength.
And how is that used in sustainable development application?
Ma'am, for physics?
Yes.
For sustainable development, ma'am, like nanotechnology. Like my project in masters was about synthesis of silver nanoparticle using aloe vera leaf extract. So we tried to biosynthesize nanoparticle, which will make the development sustainable, because nanoparticle has a lot of advancements and usefulness in various fields. But if you can synthesize it in an environment friendly and cost effective way, then that can help in sustainable development.
Okay.
That was my project.
Okay. Can you define green GDP?
Yes, ma'am. Green GDP is followed by Bhutan, as far as I remember. So they focus on the environmental cost of economic growth. They take account of the economic loss and the toll on environment because of the developmental projects. That is counted and accounted in green GDP.
Okay. Have you heard about 𝘋𝑰𝑡 Bharat?
Yes, ma'am. 𝘋𝑰𝑡 Bharat is one of our flagship aim for that we aim to achieve by 2047. We are following various schemes under this, like renewable energy. We're growing in semiconductor industry. A lot of things actually going on under this, making India self-reliant. Militarily, we are making India more stronger.
Okay. One last question. Can you tell me two weaknesses of yours and how you're trying to overcome it?
Ma'am, weakness. Sometimes, ma'am, I have noticed that I attach emotions to my projects. I get attached to my projects. I need to do them very practically and objectively without being emotional about them. I'm working on it. Secondly, ma'am, sometimes I find myself overly meticulous in a task which takes more time than it requires. Actually, I give more time in small tasks than it's required, because so I have to learn the balance between perfection and right time, effective time.
So you're still learning.
I'm still working on it, ma'am.